chef. I'm not sure what the name would be, but her name is Sarah Zeiset, and she is the owner of Sarah's Lynn's Confection in Wrightsville, and she specializes in custom decorated cakes that taste even better than they look, and cake pops and hot chocolate buns. She graduated from York Technical Institute in their pastry arts program in 2020 and started of 2021. She hopes to share the talent God has given her to make people's celebrations even more, and she does that with the support of her husband, Micah. So you can follow Sarah Lynn's Confections on Facebook and Instagram and see some of the beautiful cakes that she has made. Just a beautiful thing. And now she is going to come and demonstrate how to make, I think it's cake pops, right? Pops. And please look at all her confections for sale. They are, you'll never see those prices anywhere else. They're really very, very reasonable. So you can take a bunch home. Okay, let's welcome Sarah.
Good morning. My name is Sarah, like she said, and I'm the owner, baker, and cake decorator of Sarah Lynn's Confections. I would love to make your celebrations even more special by providing a unique custom cake or any other dessert. So here I have this demonstration I'm going to show you, as well as telling you a story that I think everybody can probably relate to. So I have this strawberry cake here. You can use any flavor cake you want. I also have some vanilla Italian buttercream. That's the icing I use. And we can say this cake represents us. We might be looking pretty good in life. Like for me, in January of 2020, I just graduated from my pastry arts school, and I got a job at a bakery, and I was engaged and planning my wedding for May of that year. So I had like everything planned out. I had everything I needed. I had like this icing, all my ingredients, my tools. It was as if I had in mind to build like this big, beautiful cake, and I was prepared and everything planned out, and I was ready to get started. But God had some other plans. Sometimes life gets messy, and our plans don't always go how we want. Maybe you can relate to this, especially in 2020. Maybe you got sick or hurt, or maybe you know someone who passed away. For me, the bakery I was at shut down, and my fiance got laid off, and our wedding plans turned out like this. So, you know what? Even though it was a mess, God was with us the whole time. And we all know that icing is the best part of cake, so we're going to represent God with icing. So you just need a little bit of icing that represents God's sweet presence. It's kind of like a pile of ashes right now. But once we let God come into every aspect of our lives, something changes. this is the fun part. And if you have kids who want to do this, you can like use vanilla cake and dye it a fun color to make it even more fun. Okay, so now we have God with us, and He holds us together. He gives us peace, and I'm very thankful for that, especially in 2020. You can definitely see a clear difference between someone who has God and someone who doesn't, especially during trials or a pandemic. And that year I learned that I have to yield to God's plans. Even though my plans didn't work out, like the bakery I was at closed, but God provided another job. And when that job didn't work out, He provided another one. So He was really showing how beautiful He was by how He provided. So obviously I had in mind to build this big, beautiful cake, but God had in mind to make some cake pops. So we're gonna make some cake pops here, and I have some melted chocolate, some cake pop sticks. I'm just gonna dip them in some chocolate, put them into circles. And for cake pops, I like using a small bowl for the chocolate, so I'm gonna dump that into a smaller bowl. So when we allow God to work in our lives and we yield our plans to His, He can make something beautiful out of our mess. And the more and more we let Him work, He can bring more beauty. So there's one cake pop. I'll put some sprinkles, letting God work some more in us. And if you don't have a cake pop stand like that at home, you can actually like plop them upside down and just have them like that. Or you can use some styrofoam and stick them in the styrofoam. You can drizzle them with another color of chocolate or sprinkle them with sprinkles. So for my story, I realized I couldn't have the wedding that I originally planned, but God still made something beautiful out of it. He allowed us to have a small backyard wedding, and it turned out even more beautiful than we would have originally planned, actually. It was just the perfect day, perfect weather. It was amazing. And also my job, if I would have kept working at that bakery that I was at originally, I would have never opened my own business. So, like, this is amazing that I'm owning my own business, and I'm thankful to God for that. Now, is this cake pop perfect? Definitely not. And our lives are not perfect. But we can always be thankful for and appreciate the beauty that is there when we look for it and recognize it. And I think we're all on some part of this cake pop journey somewhere in our lives. And I hope that we all remember the next time you eat or make a cake pop that God can make beauty from ashes. Thank you.